WikiLeaks exposes the mother of Elon Musk's new child, Ashley St. Clair, as being managed by PR strategist Brian Gillikich, who previously received almost $600,000 from an Israeli security firm. There's always a connection, and it runs so incredibly deep. So when you think about why Elon, not too long ago, didn't have the most favorable opinion about Israel and more or less acknowledged that a genocide was going on, and then the next thing you know, he's on a plane over to Jerusalem to meet with Netanyahu, and he goes to the wall, and all of a sudden he has a complete epiphany about, it's really anti-Semitism that's causing this entire problem. How deep does this problem go? Like, how embedded into our culture is the Israel lobby? Because it seems like they are the invisible hand that controls our society.
During my first week on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee staff, AIPAC lobbyists came to the office and, with giant phony smiles on their faces, and invited literally everybody on the staff to go to Israel. Most of the staff went. And of course, they're treated to dinner at the best restaurants and the finest Israeli wines, and they're taken to all the most beautiful neighborhoods, and because they don't get to see what Israel really is like. They don't get to see the gigantic open-air prisons that most Palestinians are forced to live in generation after generation after generation. There's this fake world that's presented to them, and for the most part, these guys are young and inexperienced, and they come back, just thinking Israel is the greatest thing on earth. I was in the CIA for 15 years. I know what the Israelis are like. They're not our friends. Listen, on my very first day at the CIA, I've said this 1,000 times, by the director of security for the whole CIA, came to talk about counterintelligence. And he said that most embassies in Washington have what are called declared officers. That is, a member of that country's intelligence service who is declared to the CIA. The Israelis had 2 declared officers, one from Mossad and one from Shin Bet, working at the Israeli embassy. But the FBI had found 189 undeclared Israeli intelligence officers working all across America to steal our defense secrets. That was 35 years ago. How many are there today? If you have Israelis that are trying to burrow their way into every defense contractor in America, how many Israeli spies are we talking about? It's not a secret that the CIA lists Israel as critical threat for counterintelligence.